The drama in Genoa City is reaching fever pitch as key characters face devastating turns of events. From Sharon Newman's shocking confession to Phyllis Summers' fragile condition and the turmoil in the Abbott family, The Young and the Restless is packed with emotional upheaval. Phyllis's medical crisis. Phyllis Summers' situation grows dire as doctors confirm she's suffered a contractile brain injury, a serious condition caused by the brain striking the opposite side of the skull following impact. Medical uncertainty. Elena Dawson delivers grim news to Daniel Romalotti Jr. and Summer Newman, revealing that Phyllis's recovery hinges on watch-and-wait care rather than immediate intervention. Daniel and Summer's resolve. With Heather Stevens already gone, Daniel and Summer vow to fight for Phyllis's recovery and refuse to lose another loved one. Sharon's shocking confession. At the cottage, Sharon Newman prepares to face the consequences of her stunning admission to killing Heather Stevens. Nick Newman stands by Sharon, calling Chance Chancellor over to facilitate her surrender. Faith and Mariah struggle to process Sharon's confession. Faith, in particular, lashes out, blaming Phyllis for Sharon's paranoia and erratic behavior. Chance immediately senses the emotional weight of the situation. Sharon remains adamant about her guilt, leaving her family torn between denial and despair. Abbott family fallout. Meanwhile, at the Abbott mansion, Kyle Abbott grapples with feelings of betrayal after Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins' manipulative plan to expose Victor Newman's true intentions. Despite understanding Jack and Diane's motives, Kyle feels betrayed by the emotional turmoil they've caused. While Jack and Diane share relief over Kyle's separation from Victor's influence, they know regaining their son's trust will take time. Kyle shares his frustrations with Claire Newman, admitting he's learned a hard lesson but isn't ready to forgive his parents. Predictions and what's next. Phyllis may show subtle signs of improvement, offering hope to her family. However, her recovery could come with unexpected complications. Sharon's confession might unravel as more evidence comes to light, raising doubts about her culpability and potential manipulation by outside forces. While forgiveness won't come overnight, Kyle, Jack, and Diane may find a path to reconciliation through honest communication and mutual effort. As secrets unravel and relationships are tested, The Young and the Restless promises a whirlwind of twists in the weeks ahead. From Phyllis's fight for survival to Sharon's legal battle and the Abbott's family strife, Genoa City's residents have plenty of drama to navigate. Stay tuned for more explosive developments. Big trouble is brewing in Genoa City as The Young and the Restless spoilers tease Jordan's return, and this time, she's not alone. With Ian Ward by her side, the duo is set to wreak havoc, and their dangerous antics could send shockwaves through the Newman and Abbott families. Jordan and Ian Ward's deadly partnership. Jordan, who was last seen locked up in a maximum security prison, is back on the loose, thanks to Ian Ward. Ian likely orchestrated her breakout, and together, they're proving to be a sinister team. So far, Victor Newman remains unaware of Jordan's escape, believing his family is safe. However, with Jordan lurking in the shadows and sneaking out to handle her own agenda, it's only a matter of time before her freedom and her crimes are discovered. Harrison Abbott's chilling encounter. Jordan's reappearance may come to light in the most unexpected way. Harrison Abbott, who was traumatized after being kidnapped and held hostage by Jordan, is still haunted by the memories of the witch. Earlier this year, Harrison had a scare when he thought he saw Jordan at the park, though it turned out to be a false alarm. But what happens if Harrison sees the real Jordan this time? Harrison's panicked reaction could spark alarm for Claire, who may initially dismiss his fears as lingering trauma. However, Claire might promise to investigate and involve Victor Newman to ensure Jordan is still behind bars, only to uncover the shocking truth about her escape. Chaos looms for the Newmans and Abbotts. Once Victor realizes that both Jordan and Ian Ward are on the loose, he'll undoubtedly spring into action to protect his family. This revelation could also set the stage for a major conflict, especially if Jordan's reappearance leads to another attempt at revenge against Kyle Abbott or his loved ones. Predictions for the fallout. Harrison's hero moment. Harrison's sharp memory might be key to exposing Jordan's escape and warning the Abbotts. Victor versus Ian Ward. Victor will likely prepare for a showdown with Ian, reigniting their long-standing feud. Jordan's next target. With Ian's help, Jordan might set her sights on reclaiming her hold over the Abbotts or exacting revenge on Victor. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Jordan and Ian's reign of terror is just beginning. As their plans unravel, Harrison's courage and Victor's power will be put to the test. Stay tuned for all the shocking twists and turns ahead in Genoa City.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless spoilers. Can Jill save Billy before her death? So I think Jill may be dying. I mean, her dialogues are sort of eerie. She says stuff like she doesn't have a lot of time left and everything, you know? And she also traveled with a nurse, so there's that. When she first landed, she looked pretty good, but now, she looks so unhealthy, so frail, you know what I mean? So that being said, she also has made a deal with Victor to fire Billy and sell Chancellor to home, which doesn't really sound like her, you know? So what if Jill knows she's dying? I don't like it. I mean, she's the legacy character and everything, but it is what it is. If Jill knows her time is limited, she probably doesn't want Billy to see her as a betrayer the last time he sees her. That being said, if Jill is gambling with Victor, she's playing a dangerous game. Will she be able to turn the tables before her last breath, or will she unfortunately betray her son before her last breath? Jill's confusion. What's really going on with Jill? Lately, she's been giving off some seriously unsettling vibes. Her cryptic comments about not having much time left have everyone on edge, and let's not ignore the fact that she's traveling with a nurse. That's not exactly typical Jill behavior. When she first arrived, she seemed fine, but now? She looks worn down, almost frail, like she's battling something big behind the scenes. Could she be hiding a serious health issue? And then there's her sudden alliance with Victor. She's ready to fire Billy and is prepared to sell Chancellor, moves that don't feel like the Jill we know. It almost seems like she's trying to protect Billy, maybe to spare him from seeing her in a weakened state. But could there be more to it? Is she setting the stage for something bigger or trying to make amends in her own way? If she's gambling with Victor, she's stepping into dangerous territory. Victor rarely plays fair, and this deal could unravel everything she's worked for. She might be thinking of overturning it in the end and trapping Victor instead, but if her Heath takes a turn, she might end up running Billy's life instead.
Thank you for watching.
How many of you saw the recent preview for The Young and the Restless? If you're like me, you all saw Elena too, and you're very happy because I am too. But the thing is, Elena is on the show, but she only shows up in the hospital now and then has been like that for a while. However, it could be different now, especially if the writers have a storyline for her, and I think they do. So Nate's half-brother named Damien is on his way back, and apparently, he's hot, he's handsome, the whole 9 yards. With the history Nate and Elena have, I would love for Damien and Elena to be a thing. Nate could see what he would have had he not screwed her over and over again. And who knows, maybe something good will come out of it. Romantic plot. Did anyone else catch a glimpse of Elena in the latest preview? It's about time, right? For what feels like forever, she's been stuck in the background, popping up at the hospital every now and then without much going on. But it looks like that might finally change. Rumor has it, Nate's half-brother Damien is making his way back to Genoa City, and honestly, this could be just the twist Elena needs. Let's talk about Damien for a second. Apparently, he's got the whole package, charm, looks, and enough charisma to shake things up. Now, imagine this, Elena and Damien meet, sparks fly, and suddenly, Elena isn't just Nate's ex anymore. She's in the middle of something new, exciting, and totally her own. And the best part? Nate gets to sit on the sidelines and watch what he threw away. After all the ways he let her down, wouldn't it be satisfying to see him realize what he lost? Elena, who's been underused for far too long, could finally step into a storyline where she's the star. And Damien? He could be the fresh start she's been waiting for. So, could Damien and Elena be the next big thing in Genoa City? Or is this just another tease? Either way, it's about time Elena gets her moment, and if Damien's arrival helps make that happen, we're all in for some can't-miss drama. Let's hope the writers deliver.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon's confession versus the truth, Kyle's betrayal. Kyle is about to face a tough situation at home. He finds out that his parents, Jack and Diane, were deceiving him all along. They pretended to break up just to protect him from Victor's influence. Now that the truth is out, Kyle feels betrayed, and he's not happy with the manipulation. Jack and Diane will need to work hard to fix things, but Kyle's anger could be hard to calm down. This could cause lasting tension in the Abbott family, and it won't be easy for them to move forward. At the same time, Daniel and Summer are dealing with their own crisis at the hospital. Phyllis is in a coma, and it's frightening that she hasn't woken up. The medical team has stabilized her, but there's nothing more they can do except wait and see. Daniel's already under stress with the charges he's facing, and now he has to worry about his mother's condition too. Meanwhile, Nick is left questioning Sharon's confession. She believes she's guilty but has no memory of the events. Nick isn't convinced. With Sharon's phone missing and suspicious texts involved, Nick suspects there's more to the story than Sharon realizes. Shockers. Kyle's world gets turned upside down when he learns his parents, Jack and Diane, have been playing games behind his back. But now that the truth's out, Kyle's not happy at all. The feeling of betrayal is hitting hard, and Jack and Diane will have to do some major explaining to make things right. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Daniel and Summer are living a nightmare. Phyllis is in a coma, and it's not her first time, which makes the situation even scarier. Elena and the doctors have her stable, but she's not waking up. All they can do is monitor her and hope. Daniel's already under pressure, being charged with a crime he didn't commit, and now his mom's life is in the balance. It's a tough situation for everyone involved. Now, Nick's in a real bind. Sharon confessed to some terrible things, but she blacked out and doesn't even remember what happened. She thinks she's guilty, but Nick isn't sure. He knows turning her in would destroy Faith, but letting her walk away isn't an option either, not with Daniel facing murder charges. Then there's Sharon's missing phone. Texts were sent to Phyllis while Sharon wasn't even there. Could someone else be behind all this? Nick might just dig deeper before he makes any decisions because something doesn't quite add up.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless spoilers. Claire's perfect world unraveling. Is her downfall inevitable? Claire's life may look perfect right now, but in the world of soaps, nothing stays that way for long. But even though she's playing nice now, the Claire we first met was anything but innocent. Back then, she was crafty, manipulating those around her while pretending to be sweet. Jordan's influence had a lot to do with that, and even though Jordan's out of the picture, her lessons still linger. For now, Claire's got everything going for her, but it's only a matter of time before things fall apart. If Kyle ends up back with Summer, that could be the first crack in Claire's world. Losing Kyle might push her to the edge. And if something like a DNA test error were to take away her Newman status, well, that could send her into a full-on breakdown. Just like Sharon's mental health crisis, Claire's could be right around the corner, leading to decisions she won't be able to take back. Claire's downfall. So, you might think Claire's living the dream right now, but with soap operas, you know things are never that simple, right? Claire's life seems picture-perfect for the moment, and the Newman family has practically wrapped her in a protective bubble after all the drama that came out. But how long do bubbles really last? Right now, Claire seems to be walking the straight and narrow, but if we think back to the Claire we first met, things weren't always this calm. She might have been good at pretending she was all sweet and innocent, but underneath, she was running her own game. Her Aunt Jordan had a huge influence on her, teaching her to be just as ruthless. Sure, Jordan isn't in the picture anymore, but you don't just forget those lessons. You don't change overnight. Now, everyone's treating Claire like she's a perfect angel, but it's easy to behave when life's going your way. The real question is, what happens when things take a turn? What if Kyle and Summer, who've had their own messy love story, find their way back to each other? But imagine if there was some mistake with her DNA test, and suddenly, she's not a Newman at all. Without that name, without that power and influence she's just starting to enjoy, Claire could lose everything. And having it all slip away, well, things could get ugly. Fast. Claire's downfall feels almost inevitable. It wouldn't be surprising if all that pressure finally pushed her over the edge.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless spoilers, Jill, Jack, Diane, and Adam all teamed against Victor? So guys, how would you like it if everything Victor thought he was doing right was actually wrong? Now we know it might be reaching too much to think so, but what if everyone Victor thinks he knows has been going behind his back? Diane's new trick has Kyle all riled up, but soon Victor's gonna claim he knows more than Jack and Diane could have thought about. But what if it's all a part of the plan? Jill would never let Billy take such a nasty fall by seeing Victor take control of the company. So maybe behind the scenes, Jack, Diane, Jill, and perhaps even Adam have all teamed up to show Victor who's the boss. We're all tired of Victor, and so are they, and if they all team up together, they have a better chance of winning. So is this possible? Victor's doom. What if Victor's world is about to come crashing down and he doesn't even realize it? He thinks he's got everything under control, but what if the very people he believes are on his side have been quietly scheming behind his back? Picture this, Victor, with all his confidence, totally unaware that Jack, Diane, Jill, and maybe even Adam are secretly teaming up against him. Diane's been causing quite a stir lately, and Kyle's already caught up in her drama. But Victor, in typical Victor fashion, believes he knows more than everyone else. He's confident that whatever Jack and Diane are up to, he's ahead of them. But what if they're all part of a plan that Victor never saw coming? Then there's Jill. She's not about to sit back and let Billy get taken down by Victor. She's fiercely protective of him and would never let Victor take over without putting up a fight. Jill could easily be working with Jack and Diane, plotting to outsmart Victor and keep Billy safe from his power grab. And let's not forget Adam. His relationship with Victor has always been rocky, and there's a chance Adam is tired of being played. What if Adam's finally ready to join forces with the others to take down his father once and for all? Imagine Victor, the master manipulator, completely blindsided by them LL. If Jack, Diane, Jill, and Adam are all secretly aligned, this could be the moment Victor finally loses his grip on everything.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless spoilers. Has someone been drugging Sharon? Sharon's situation is really not good. Sure, she has been hallucinating and all, but what's more is that Sharon has been having a lot of blackouts and it doesn't seem right. We also know that she started acting out when her doctor changed her meds, or else everything was all breezy. Sharon's blackouts have been happening at times when it's most convenient, like not remembering killing Heather now with Phyllis and everything. What if she has actually been drugged? Maybe someone has some kind of grudge against Sharon and Heather was only collateral damage, and so might Phyllis. And perhaps this whole mess is just someone drugging Sharon to keep making her feel crazy and think she's a murderer, all while doing these heinous crimes themselves. Sharon's drugging. Sharon's life has taken a terrifying turn, and it's not just about her hallucinations anymore. Things started going downhill after her doctor adjusted her meds, but now, she's dealing with frequent blackouts. And here's the weird part, these blackouts always seem to happen at the worst possible times. Like when Heather was killed, and now, with Phyllis caught up in this mess too, Sharon can't remember a thing. It's as if she's being set up, and it's starting to look way too suspicious. What if Sharon's not losing her mind at all? What if someone is drugging her, making her believe she's the one doing these terrible things? There's a possibility that someone has a grudge against her, and Heather was just an unfortunate casualty. Now, Phyllis could be the next victim in this twisted plot. Someone might be controlling Sharon without her even realizing it, pushing her to the edge and making her think she's guilty of these crimes. This theory of Sharon being drugged opens up a whole new angle. Her memory lapses, the hallucinations, the blackouts, none of it might be her fault. It's chilling to imagine that someone is deliberately messing with her, using her as a pawn to cover their own tracks. The question is, who could hate Sharon enough to go to such lengths? And how long has this been happening without anyone catching on? Sharon could be the victim in all of this, and it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. But if she's being drugged, who might be doing it and why?
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless spoilers, Heather's culprit caught red-handed trying to kill Phyllis. So Phyllis is going to be in a nasty crash that will probably lead her to the hospital. The thing is, it's possible she'll also be in a coma. Now spoilers suggest it could have something to do with Sharon, but there have been hints Sharon's hallucinations are just too bad. However, she might not really be a killer who killed Heather and attempted to kill Phyllis. Perhaps Phyllis got her hands on some kind of evidence that the real culprit was looking for. Now imagine, Phyllis is in a coma, and at midnight someone disguised as a doctor makes it into her room to pull the plug. Only to be caught red-handed by Nick. If this person is not Sharon, who might it actually be? SOS. Phyllis is about to face a serious twist in her life, starting with a nasty car crash that could land her in a coma. But here's where things get interesting. It seems this wasn't just an accident. There's buzz that she might have stumbled upon some dangerous evidence, and now someone is out to silence her for good. But is Sharon really the culprit behind all of this? While she's been dealing with unsettling hallucinations, could she actually be the one who murdered Heather and now wants Phyllis gone too? It feels a bit far-fetched. What if the real mastermind is hiding in plain sight? Picture this, Phyllis is lying unconscious in her hospital bed, and in the dead of night, someone sneaks into her room dressed as a doctor. This shady character is ready to pull the plug and make sure Phyllis never wakes up. But just as they're about to strike, Nick bursts in, catching them red-handed. Talk about bad timing for the would-be killer. Now, if it's not Sharon lurking under that disguise, then who could it be? It's possible that Phyllis has something this person desperately wants, something that could expose them. With Phyllis out of the picture, their secret is safe, but Nick's timely intervention throws a wrench into their plan. This mystery is far from over, and whoever is behind it isn't done playing dirty. Could Phyllis hold the key to revealing everything, or will this dangerous game claim more victims before the truth comes out? Stay tuned because things are about to get even more intense.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless, Phyllis's life hangs in the balance. Nick leaves wedding for rescue. As Abby and Devon enjoy their wedding, chaos is brewing elsewhere. Nick is forced to leave early after receiving a disturbing phone call. It's Phyllis, and the situation is dire. Rushing to the scene, he may find her unconscious in her car, possibly the victim of an accident. His only option is to act quickly, call for help, and hope it's not too late to save her. Meanwhile, Sharon faces a confusing reality. Waking up at her cottage, she can't remember how she got there or what happened beforehand. Things only get stranger when she discovers her phone filled with messages to Phyllis, none of which she recalls sending. Was Sharon involved in a crash with Phyllis, or did she simply witness something shocking and flee the scene in a daze? Elsewhere, Billy's frustration is mounting as Jill refuses to back down from selling Abbott Chancellor to Victor. He's outraged, venting to Victoria, but it's too late. Billy's anger at Victor is about to resurface, setting the stage for another fierce battle between the two. More chaos. While Abby and Devon are celebrating their wedding, things are about to spiral out of control. Nick gets a troubling phone call that pulls him away from the festivities, and the reason? Phyllis. When Nick rushes to the scene, he might find Phyllis unconscious behind the wheel of her car, leaving him in a panic to get help. Now, let's shift to Sharon. She's going to have a rough wake-up call, possibly confused and unsure how she even got home. Imagine Sharon waking up at the cottage with no memory of the journey there, yet somehow she's back, and to top it off, her phone is buzzing with messages to Phyllis that she has no recollection of sending. Sharon's day is quickly going from confusing to downright bizarre, especially if she was involved in that car crash. Was she really in it, or was she just a witness who fled the scene in shock? Meanwhile, Billy is fuming because Jill refuses to budge on her decision to sell Abbott Chancellor to Victor. Billy's rage is bubbling over, and no matter how much he vents to Victoria, there's nothing he can do about it. The deal is already done. It seems like Billy's old grudge against Victor is ready to resurface, and this could be the start of yet another battle.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.
The Young and the Restless star Eric Braeden opens up about cancer battle, shares hopeful health update. For over 40 years, Eric Braeden has captivated the Young and the Restless fans as the iconic Victor Newman. Despite his recent health challenges, the 83-year-old actor has assured fans he's not going anywhere. In a recent interview with TV Insider, Braeden confirmed that retirement isn't on his mind, thanks to his improving health and unwavering love for his role. Braeden shared that his bladder cancer is under control, with upcoming tests to ensure it stays that way. It's never gone completely, Braeden explained, but signs are very good. Alongside his cancer management, Braeden also celebrated a successful knee replacement that's allowed him to regain strength and remain active. His commitment to exercise, including power squats, has been essential in keeping him fit for the long haul. Braeden's journey has also inspired other bladder cancer patients and caregivers. He's encouraged fans to be vigilant about their health, stressing the importance of regular screenings and early intervention for managing bladder cancer effectively. With his health stabilized, Braeden is looking forward to many more years in Genoa City, thrilling fans with Victor's legendary presence. As he said, I don't want to, in response to retirement speculation. We can look forward to seeing Victor's latest twists and turns, as Braeden himself continues to inspire both on and off the screen. Stay tuned to The Young and the Restless for more of Victor Newman's power moves, and remember that good health practices can make all the difference in managing any journey with cancer. For those dealing with similar challenges, here are some important reminders and tips. Routine checkups and screenings. Early detection remains key. If bladder cancer is diagnosed early, treatments are more effective and outcomes can be better managed. Regular cystoscopies, like the one Braeden is set to have, allow doctors to closely monitor the bladder for any cancer recurrence. Stay active. Staying active can boost overall health and help with recovery. Braeden's commitment to physical fitness, despite his knee replacement, underscores how exercise, whether through walking, resistance exercises, or low-impact workouts, can benefit the body and mind. Diet and hydration. A balanced diet, particularly rich in fruits and vegetables, has been shown to support overall health, including cancer recovery and prevention. Hydration is especially essential, as it helps keep the urinary tract healthy and may reduce the risk of cancer recurrence. Community support and positivity. Leaning on a strong support system, whether friends, family, or even fan communities, can make a huge difference. Braeden's resilience is a testament to the power of positivity and the importance of staying connected.